Woo. Figured I could, that would be like my, the picture for this video. So hello, to anyone that's watching. Today, I am retrying to film again, once again, my tarot collection. So, I really enjoy tarot, and I will tell you like my tarot story kind of throughout this video, and how I received all these decks, and all the decks I personally have in my collection. I'll link below too in case you're interested. There's only one deck that's like not available anymore, but otherwise everything else is to your is at your leisure. I definitely love like cartomancy, divination, and oracle is probably like, I love oracle decks. I don't know how many oracle decks I have where it's like, you know, I can have the tarot decks like around me, and it is a tiny bit overwhelming having like 12 or 13 decks around me, where I know I have at least over 30 oracle decks, and so like that's like a whole different beast. That video will be a whole different thing. I don't know how I'm gonna do that one, because I'll try to do it in this type of way, but I do have like an honorary mention of an oracle deck, because this author, and I've been using this recently because I enjoy, so I think I enjoy putting my tarot decks in old cigar boxes, which I was getting from just the liquor store. They were the cigar boxes that just weren't able to be used to refill. You know, they just had, you know, imperfections with them, or they just, you know, they didn't need the box to refill it, I guess, or something. And they're like maybe $1, $1.50 a piece. But now I have so many of them that it's like overwhelming. So I stopped getting them. But I do have like different cigar boxes for like different altars, for out like different types of magical workings. I have 5 that are sorted to be for each element, and like that's specific things to work with that element in that box, which I thought that would be kind of a cool video to show how I did that. But yeah, this was kind of like, I thought this was so cute, this Pedron cigar box, and then like with the guidebook, and this was just so easy to take out, or just throw it in a little bag and go outside. I actually received this from the Witch's Moon. This is a special copy that they were able to say that they, you know, were able to do it a little to us, from the, you know, to the subscribers, which was the cutest thing. But the author to this oracle originally wrote a tarot before this oracle, so she references the cards to tarot. So it's like, you know, if you're trying to refresh yourself, or if you have this deck and you're new to tarot, or you want to refresh yourself with tarot, or you want to pair it with tarot, this is like a really good oracle to go with your tarot deck. Here's like the cards, and this one was kind of more simple, kind of what I have put together. I have the bottom, strawberries and joy. It's June 3rd, and it's the new moon, which was crazy. I had like a crazy dream yesterday morning, and it was just like, definitely just confirmed what was going on. What a weird day. I don't want to like, it's like a little off topic. I want to like make this a crazy long video. I tried to film this so many times, but I have some crystals in here. I was able to, I learned how the tumble stones like around while we were like, you know, stuck inside. But I kept some raw pieces of blue apatite because I do enjoy raw specimens. And then a little clear quartz heart that has a piece of pyrite in it, which is really pretty. And then this little roller ball with this on, which has tree agate and blue apatite in it. I thought that was cool. And then I love the smells. That came from a GP box a long time ago. And then this was like an altar cloth. That was from GP. It's a cute little altar cloth. But yeah, there's like a cute little thing. A little honorary mention. This deck is really cute. And if anyone's interested in seeing like my little cigar boxes, how I put them together, I'd love to do that. Otherwise, I think I will try to, so I love subscription boxes. You know, I wish I just didn't have the confidence to post things when I was, you know, a couple years ago. It was just like a lot of like mental stress and just a lot of things going on in my, like, you know, I'm like gonna be turning 27, so just like, you know, my mid-20s just was like really stressful. But I was recording all my unboxings, and I had all these, you know, all the beautiful boxes I was getting, and I was getting beautiful things, and I just thought, you know, they're old videos, but there's a beautiful brand that was called Astral Collective, and they were, or they are based out of New Zealand, and it was like in 2018, I was able to subscribe to them, and their box was like out of stock, their like monthly subscription box, but they had a mystery box, and I was able to get, that's how I got this deck. This deck is sold out when I went to go look for all like the links for the tarot decks. You can email her possibly, but this was a very cute deck, especially to get in a mystery box in 2018 when there really wasn't that many like spiritual, you know, GP just came out around then too, so it was like I was getting those two boxes at that time. But this was such a cute deck. Small Mysteries Tarot, and Astral Collective was unique because they would give classes with their boxes, and so it was like really cool. We received a tarot. They still offer those classes. You can get them online, but they came with these boxes, which was really special. So this was this. I think you can see. I tried to show this last time, and all the cards flew out, and I was like, what a ditzy. I was thinking the cards was gonna stay, but you can see the author's name and USA 2017. And this is the Small Mysteries Tarot, and she changed this to be, you know, this was cool how she set this up. I always love seeing, like in TV shows, when there's regular like playing cards and then associating them to tarot, like in Alice in Borderlands on Netflix. I'm pretty sure they're saying that there might not actually be a season 3, which is like meh. But that show is really cool. A lot of heavy symbolism with the cards. But it was cool seeing like the King of Spades was like a mental, that's actually like that was like the, I don't want to like give off the ending, but that was like the last battle. Other than I think the Queen of Cups was the other one that they had to like, there was like 2 different, but it was funny how they did, you know, the smaller card games for those, you know, for per se the minor arcana, and then the major arcana, or they didn't, you know, have major arcana, but that could follow suit in the storylines of the characters, which I thought was interesting. And then, you know, kind of going through just the pip cards, you know, in those games and stuff, but don't want to nerd you out, but I get nerdy about those things. But this was cute. She changed, and I love the size of this deck. But she changed, I think it was this side. Let's see. So I like how she set this deck, because of the simple like elemental and like just earth, like the flowers. I think I saw on her website she called it like milk thistle or something, or milkweed, or like she has a cute name. But she has plants and like just earthly objects, animals, the moth for I think the Fool, and then I like how she has elemental and astrological symbols for the cards. The Chariot, the Dragon, the Oberos, the Devil is the skull. I wonder if I'm gonna see the Temperance was a cool card, and then she changed it from cups. She has cups, matchsticks for wands, stars for pentacles, and then these little knives for swords. It's like a cute little thing. I wanted to show the Temperance card. The Temperance card was a cool card. Let me see. On this side? No, actually Major Arcana cards on that side. The Temperance card was like, when I was showing this deck off before, like I loved how the Judgment card was like the wishbone. The Strength card, Justice, Death. What's that? The World. She has like, you know, all the only thing reminds me of like the Magician, all the suits together. The Lovers, the Mirror. I love how she has the High Priestess, the Pomegranate, and there's the Temperance card with like the conch shell, which I thought that was like, you know, so cool. But yeah, that's like, I thought the Hangman holding the scorpion with your hand, you know, like sacrifice and like taking chances, looking at things in a new way. Not as dangerous as it may be, kind of like vibe. But yeah, so this was like my first, so I probably, you know, I dabbled in tarot when I was like, I remember buying it like 2 different little decks, you know, from Books A Million. They're like in stores still with my stuff when I was, you know, a teenager, when I was younger, my stuff. But I have like, I think that little keychain Rider-Waite like deck, which is like so silly, but I thought it was a cute little thing, and you know, I thought it was cute, and while you're out you can just like take your keys out. But and then there was like, you know, I think I maybe had a deck like this that was like a little too small, of the Rider-Waite Tarot, and you know, and then probably 4 years ago is when, you know, I started like collecting. You know, this is probably 4 years, you know, this came from 4 years of collecting. and not really even trying to collect tarot decks. You know, they just mostly all came to me, or I was inspired to get them, you know. And then the past 2 years, I've been really, like, every day, I do readings for myself and pull my own cards and just, you know, practice and look at the cards in different ways and try to see what's going on in my life, and it's very comforting. I used to be a very big picker, and that's like another thing with why I keep I have long, like, acrylic nails. You know, it helps because I used to scan my skin and how dangerous it is to have nubby, you know, fingers, because I don't like natural long nails. Like, I can't stand it, so like I will like overly clip my fingernails, which is fine. You know, it's funny, you think it's contradictory, but like shuffling cards has like been a very big part of like healing and like trying not to scan stuff. I'll just take my cards out and, you know, because it was you know, it was out of boredom, or it was you know, it could be from stress, you know, anxiety, anything that could be like, you know, I guess in other words, like triggering or just like making you uncomfortable. But I would do it out of boredom too, because my hands, I just would want to do something, you know. So it was like shuffling and playing with cards, like, just really helped that. So it's just like low key, if anyone like watches this and might have, you know, like just a boredom problem with your hands, like just having a little deck near you can help so much with this. Like, even if you're not reading, if you're just like shuffling them, get your energy in the deck and just like, because like the one that I use every day, it's so crazy how I'm able to shuffle that deck, and I have like, now I can feel that there is a like energy waves that comes out of me for past, present, and future, how my cards will flip out from me shuffling and, you know, flipping my finger one by one, and they will fly out. It's like, you know, it's crazy. But when I'm doing that, it's like I'm in a trance like state, and, you know, I have like ambiance and I get in my rhythm and stuff. But, you know, all tarot related like things and part of like my practice. But yeah, so this is probably this, you know, this, I didn't get this deck next. This I got maybe not last year, not the year I think it was the year before, because I remember the first Witch's Roots, like, saw, you know, October box, I was a little bit disappointed in. It was, like a besom, it was based around the besom, and they gave a necklace, and I was like, why didn't they give, like, why didn't they give us a little baby broom or something? And then the next year they gave, and then last year, Solomon one was beautiful, because they had an offering and everything, but my biggest pet peeve though is receiving a tarot deck without a guidebook, okay? Because like, I love, like, you know, being able to see my own interpretations of a deck and like, see the artwork, but I really want to know what the author and slash illustrators, you know, interpretation and why they specifically chose those things, because it's like I can see that in the card, and then, you know, I just like, especially like I really love art history, so it's like knowing, like, it's just like a little like nerdy with that, like especially in like world history as well, especially ancient, you know, art history, ancient world history. But this is, I wish I could like get a PDF of this. If anyone like that stumbles upon this may know if you could get a PDF, because I kind of don't want to get the big deck unless it comes to me, you know. But this deck is a little small. I was using it last night since I've been trying to make this video so many times. But here's actually, you know, I think this author came out with an oracle deck, a companion deck to go with the tarot. But I think this is the big box, is the, you know, the $30 for the whole thing. But this deck is really cute. Here's the back, and then it's like a black cat that kind of, but she changes the color of the cat to be like a calico cat sometimes. So it's mostly a black cat that kind of that goes along the journey in every single card, which is like really cool. and you can, you know, like you can see what the cat's going through the journey as well, which is kind of like the cat's interpretation of the journey. So it's like, this deck is really cute. It's just a shame how small, you know, like the cards are, because it's so much detail that's in there. So it's like when I do take the pictures of my cards, I used to draw them out, but now I just take a picture and then I write in the caption part what my question was, so I can, and then I print the cards out, and now I have a little photo book that I just have my printed cards of my card readings. But yeah, this is, you know, it's a really pretty deck, and I love the interpretations, but it's just very small. It's comfortable. It's like, you know, it's okay in my hands, you know, per se. When it's like, when a card deck is like a little uncomfortable in my hands, I will pull it long ways, because it just feels better, and it kind of helps the deck not feel so so awkward per se. I don't know if awkward's the right word, but just, you know, doesn't feel, it might feel like it's gonna fall out sometimes. This deck wasn't that bad for pulling. But something like that, you know, woo, lion, one that flew out. But I like, this deck was really cute. I think, you know, now just like looking at more, it's crazy. The Witch's Moon just came out with a new subscription box. It's like a quarterly box, and it's called the Page of Cups Quarterly. Got the Six of Cups is the card that flew out, which like means so much, because like let me see if it'll focus. There it is. Giving things to your younger self, or reflecting on your younger self. Or just innocence. But I've been like wanting to do YouTube videos since I was a kid. So it's like, you know, if you're feeling like a kid's, like my child heart is just like, you know, happy. I wouldn't, but like I was like, I thought that was cool that they have a new box out. I think it was like you receive a book, a tarot or an oracle, a tea, an art print, and a bookmark that's like designed by them. They've been giving it bookmarks like recently, and I think one more thing, and then it's only 4 times a year. And I was thinking about maybe subscribing to that. So I was like, that would be fun to see what they give, because I've been inspired to get, as you will see, like one of the decks I was inspired, or 2 of the decks I was inspired to get, because they were, one was in the moon market and one was in a moon box. But this was a cute, this is a little honorary mention just because it's like in front of me. This is still available. This is from Astral Collective. This is, they have a box, and they also have the deck, and it's a little self-care moon like oracle. I have it cutely wrapped with a bay leaf because I wanted it to look cute. I had this in another box, but it slipped in here. But they have a card with all the moon phases on it, and then on the top it has the moon phase, you know, on the tops, and then at the bottom, this was artwork that was on their box. Some of these cards. Let me pull out 1 or 2. There's like what they kind of look like. There is Meditation, Waxing Gibbous. The only thing is, I was gonna cut these, and so that the corners would be rounded. I have like one of those, they're almost like a hole puncher, but it's like a card cutter, like almost like shaped scissors. Water. I was thinking about going to the pool. I went to the beach and like hurt my knee. I've been like walking funny, but like, and had to like wrap my knee, but now it's feeling better. So like the previous video, I had my leg like wrapped. I thought that was awkward. I was like, I have to refilm this one more time. But Waxing Gibbous, with the water. It's beautiful. And then, you know, focus your intentions. But I was thinking about maybe cutting these, but maybe not. So I think they're fine the way they are. This was actually the last tarot box I received from Astral Collective. This was like the little, it was the commemorative like tarot set for Pamela Coleman Smith, like to have her, you know, the artist name on the deck. And then this is like the last box from the from GP I got. Altar Adornments, and there is Species by the Thousands. I enjoyed stuff by them. The first thing I received was the Oracle deck, which I'll be like mentioning that because I keep that with my everyday deck that I use, because I like, that's a crystal and animal decks are probably my two favorite like types of oracles. I also like plant decks as well, but crystal and animal are probably my favorite though. So let's go to this one. I believe that was how I have it listed. I want to change like how I have it listed already. So I have this cigar box. This is a deck my husband got me as a gift. It was in my Amazon cart. This is the Magic Nordic. I'll show you a little bit inside. These Padron boxes are beautiful because I love the little class, like, you know, little clasp on the box. But this is the Magical Nordic Tarot, and this the guidebook is beautiful because it has a lot of spreads, which is really fun. And then the major arcana cards have a story from Nordic lore, which is really cool. But otherwise, this is like a pip deck. So like the minor cards are just simple, but I liked this deck because they all have keywords at the bottom. So let's see, there's like the minor, so you can see like, you know, the swords, cups, the King of Cups. The court cards, you know, there's people, but I liked that there was, you know, clarity for the Ace of Swords. So when you're reading, you can see the Nordic compass, the wands, and then there was an extra card in this deck. I think it's charity, generosity, and this is an artwork piece, like from the author, I believe. And there's the artwork, the star card. It seems like people use the star card a lot to do the artwork on their box, which I can see that. The star card's a beautiful card. And then I just love, like, quartz is like my favorite. I just like love grounding, you know, and holding crystals as I like, before I start the shuffle, or as I'm like picking a card or something. But I just love smoky and clear quartz, especially when beautiful clarity like this. And this was trying to reheal the double terminated piece. This was a cool piece too. This has like celestial vibes, and there's a little like air pocket. There was some there was a little anhydro in here too, but I took off the acetone on this too, for where the bubble is. I forget where the bubble, pretty sure the bubble's right, it's in this space right here, but I'm not gonna spend all day trying to find the little, little bubble. This was like something fun from Astral Collective they gave. Look how cute their like stuff was, you know. I miss getting their box. beautiful adventuring little potion bottle necklace. Like, how cute is that? On stainless steel chain. So I was like getting in my vibe. I was loving the green and the purples and stuff. So that was a pretty deck and a cute thing. That's cute. So then next, have this punch. This punch oracle. Punch oracle, punch box, or like cigar box. I have 3 decks that fit in here. You might have seen this in my Witch's Moon. I saw that the Hanged Man was showing up like twice in the decks. But so I miss the Witch's Moon doing different colored ties. This was fun, doing like Bumblebee vibes. So this is what the back looks like. This is the Hermetic Tarot. And this was in one of the, before the Witch's Moon was called the Moon Box just by itself, and that's when they included this deck. This deck is really cool. Like I said, since I love art history, so I love just history, like art history, especially like it's one of the you know, in-depth favorites. This was, the guy was part of the Secret Order of the Golden Dawn, I mean, from 1888, so like this is just beautiful. This reminds me of like the Bifrost deck that I don't know why I have that. Oh, because it was holding up, but I had the guidebook, kind of like looks like the art from the Bifrost deck. Oh, because I was using that with the Nordic Tarot because of I'd love if someone did a version or like did a deck just like that, but Egyptian deities. That would be so amazing. But I enjoy using the Hermetic Tarot in spell work because I love the astrology and elemental associations, and then I love how these almost look like tarot sigils, like in a way. It's like, look how much magic is inside this artwork, you know? And then in the major arcana, there's Hebrew in the corner. There's like a letter of Hebrew, parts of the alphabet. So if you want to make magical words in a poll or something while you're doing spell work, you could, you know, you could make out a word out of, you know, the tarot cards, which I think that's really cool too. And I love how each card has has a name of like the god or the card, like the magus of the ethereal, the ethereal. Mom, you're here. He's so funny. He's like, I want your attention, mama. Give me your attention. Eternal gods. But yeah, this is a cool deck. I know like the artwork might not be for everyone, but for collector's sake, I think like respecting the artists and like especially part of the tarot like journey, I think it's like cool to know and like see. So like the Egyptian, I think it's actually the Nefertiti Tarot, and it's like really pretty. It's all gilded. It has gold gilding like on the cards too, and then it's gilded on the side. And then the Egyptian Tarot are probably the ones that are on my wish list. But I haven't gotten like the Nefertiti one because I think it's like, you know, it's like when it's a little bit more than an average tarot. I think it's like $50 or $60 for that one. So I've just been like on the fence. But everyone has seen this deck, especially if you are subscribed to the Witch's Moon. When I first, you know, subscribed to them, I got this deck from their moon market. But, you know, from 1880, this artwork is from, which is so beautiful and so just, how everlasting is that? Over like 200 years, 300 years. But these cards are very long, but I still, you know, but because they're long, I like to pull like this. But very beautiful. This is more of a it's so funny. The same same cards. But this is a pip deck as well. So it's more simple on the, you see, like, you know, the minor, the 3 of Pentacles, you know, the 10 of Cups, the 8 of Swords. Whoops. But the court cards are cute, you know, and it's in Italian. The Fool. So it's like, this is a cute deck. Whoops. 8 of Cups came out again. So I enjoy this deck. I like to use this deck in spell work too, because I just love, you know, it's an aesthetically pleasing deck. This deck I would definitely recommend to anyone that is looking to expand their tarot collection if you don't have this deck. Or if you're looking to start tarot, this is like a beautiful deck to start with, I think, too. Crystal Visions Tarot. And I love how she did, so you're able to tell time in tarot, and she helped like really show the seasons, you know, if you forget, in the cards. So like, you know, Swords is winter time, the Wands is summer, Ace is, Pentacle, sorry, Pentacle is autumn, and Cups are spring, so you can see the summer energy. And then the Cups, that spring energy. It's a very beautiful deck, and I love the depictions of how beautiful artwork is. And in the trees, like, there's little beings and stuff, and I just love how, you know, she has that. The Star card. I think in this one, no. But you can see, like, in the Cups, you know, you can see like the spring, the lilies, the dragonflies, and just so pretty. So yeah, I definitely recommend this deck if you don't have it. It's beautifully done. Next. Okay. So I'm gonna show these ones next. So I probably got these around the time I was starting to get the subscription boxes. The Wild Unknown Tarot, and I bought all her Oracle decks and her tarot deck at once at Books A Million. And then I bought her books. She has one book, Blossom and Bones, and then she has another like journal where you can like draw on it, collage in it, you know, just do art. But she has it drawn out where you fill it out. She has like words written on each page of what you think of that word to draw it out and stuff. But everyone seen Kim Cran's deck. It's beautiful. Her artwork's beautiful, and I love when there's animals in tarot. This is what the back looks like. The only thing that's off-putting is kind of like, I don't use this deck every day because the deck, when it was like brand new, or if I were to put it in its like order from, you know, Fool to the World card, and then putting it through the Ace of Cups to the King of Cups, you know, all in orders. Wow. Almost filming. Can sit your butt right there if you want. So I don't, sadly I don't come to this deck because it doesn't feel good in my hands, which is kind of like a shame. I don't really know what to do about it, because it's like so little in the cards, you know. But she has, I just love the nature and the animal aspect. I have another animal tarot, which is even more gorgeous. I think it's underrated but now it's published. I think by Rockpool they published her deck, but the Hermit, I love the Hermit card, her Hermit card. But yeah, I fall in love when I can an artist does a tarot and oracle. So just love the combination. So that's the Wild Unknown tarot. And then I received this from the Witch's Moon last year in May. Sit down, honey. Sit down with mama. This one is really beautiful too, because like I said, for my love of art history, especially ancient art history, here's the back. This was on my Etsy like wish list, and it was before they must have been published or something, because I remember this deck being like $60, and that was why it was on my wish list, you know. But then it was crazy to get like the deck in the box. But this is really beautiful. The only thing is, she changed a lot of the major arcana cards. What they, you know, she changed the word, like freedom. I forget what freedom. I think that's the Justice card. I don't know. Chance is the Wheel of Fortune. I know that. Justice. Yeah, I was gonna say that's not the right number. But meditation, death, the Temperance. The Devil is reclamation. The Tower is revolution, right? Revolution. It's backwards while I'm looking at the camera. So the Star card once again. See it kind of like, here's, and then she changed the court cards, which are like the, you know, the page, the knight, the queen, and the king. She changed those to, here it is, Nymphs of Cups, Warrior of Cups, Queen of Cups. I actually put these in order because I was gonna do a flip through a while ago, but I didn't. I figured no need. But very beautiful, and each different goddess. It's just like, look how beautiful. This deck, I just like, you can look at the artwork, and like just it's just so gorgeous. I love I love the Nine of Pentacles. It's like probably, it was like my first favorite card. Shuffle them up a little bit. Look at the Ace of Cups, so pretty. With the moth, the Luna moth, the water below. I love all the blues. But this deck is beautiful. I would recommend this one too if you don't have this deck and you're looking to like get a new deck in your tarot collection. This is a very beautiful deck. And it's all females in this deck. Obviously, goddess. So like, that's why the deck is also changed up. And then this is probably the second tarot deck that I received from Astral Collective in one of their subscription boxes in 2019. This deck's beautiful. Here's the back. And this deck's beautiful because it's black and pink and it's all line work. And when I received this deck, I never really seen myself in pictures before, but this was like, it was beautifully done. Well, you know, I was able to see myself in this. And there's like the guidebook, and then very simple guidebook, you know, for especially for a beginner. But they would get their decks off of Kickstarter projects. So you were getting decks before they were published, so it was very it was really cool to get like a deck that no one has yet, you know. So it was, and then supporting small creators like that was beautiful too. But here is what the back looks like. Hey Moo, let's move out of the way, okay? There is like some pretty works. It's the Nine of Pentacles again. I saw myself in some of the Pentacle cards, like the 8 of Pentacles. I can see myself in this card. And in the 4 of Pentacles, I was able to see myself too, which was beautiful to see. Keep seeing the 6 of Cups. That must be today's card. But the line work is really beautiful. And we received like a tapestry, an incense, a beautiful amethyst, like huge tumble palm stone. It was gorgeous. I think that was the Sun card. I think we received the Moon card as the tapestry. Whoops. 2 Pentacles. But this deck's very beautiful. It's a shame that it's not, you know, she didn't get it just published. I wonder why. It was 2019, so I wonder if it's, you know, because the craziness happened, that's what caused her to not follow through. This is a beautiful deck. She still has like Instagram and stuff, and so does the first deck that I showed. She has like her Instagram and stuff, and there are link trees and stuff, but you know, there's no shop for this deck, so that was like, I couldn't find this deck anywhere. Looks beautifully done. Okay. And then there was, I received this also from Astral Collective. This was the next one I received. Hey, Momo. Right here. Orion's Tarot deck. And when, you know, when she just had the website and she was doing these herself, she had 2 versions of this deck. She had the mini travel size, and then she had the full size. But it was like when I actually saw the measurements, it was a very long, big deck. And it had beautiful red gilding on it. But it was like 80 bucks for it. And so that was like what kept me from getting closer to the $100 bill, you know. But this deck is beautiful. Now she's published. So now her deck's like, you can get it for like 30 bucks. And it's a full size. I'll show. I have, so I got just the tarot originally, so I had, and then I got the PDF from her website, and I just was driving myself crazy, and then she finally came out with just the copy of the guidebook, which is beautifully done, and it was on sale when it happened because she was finally getting published. But this deck is gorgeous. This is another recommend. Because how beautiful, and every card is an animal, and every animal has a story to what the card is. Like the sea dragons are the lovers, and she's based out of Australia, I believe. So the animal influence is, you know, from where she is, and I think that's another beautiful thing. The hummingbird is the Queen of Swords, and I just love how like cute. I love hummingbirds. The Queen of Cups, actually we'll see the bigger version of that because she gave me, but these are just so beautiful. These deserve their, I had a recording of the unboxing of me opening the Astral Collective box and receiving this, but this deck is so beautiful. Now the cards have like the numbers, the major arcana cards like have the numbers next to them, and they're just bigger, but yeah, they're just really beautifully done. And she's coming out with an oracle deck, I believe. It's like a plant oracle, and I'm just waiting. I'm sitting and waiting. I'm on her little list for when that comes out. The beautiful star card, they used that for the information artwork. It was beautiful, big card like, and I just loved it, the jellyfish. But I love using, I keep this deck by my bed, right here. But I loved getting her, I love bibliomancy, which is another form of divination, but it's when you flip open a book and, oh, look, the star card once again. you want to pause and read. But here is like now she like, because I bought this, she sent like and kind of like what I was mentioning about cutting the self-care moon oracle from Astral Collective. She must have had that same cutting tool. So you can see the back. She was cutting them at home. But this is like now the size of the cards, which I feel like is perfect. And look how cute the snail is in the little terrarium, the Queen of Cups. If you want to read about the Queen of Cups, Knight, King, and I just love her guidebook because there's little quotes in here and stuff. Look closely before you leap, act only after careful consideration, for the Queen of Cups. And it's like, look at the artwork and stuff, how beautiful this book is. I'm gonna pause on that. But I loved getting this, it's so beautiful. Little wear and tear on the back, but here's what the back says. And then there's what the inside says, and I thought that I love magnetic closure boxes like this. That's like probably my favorite too. So I just loved all of her ideas. I thought they were magical receiving that. Okay, we're coming to the end. Now I just have the commemorative deck, and then so I have Mystic Mondays tarot, and don't rub your face so hard on the cigar box mount. Careful. I have her app on my phone, so I do my card readings on her app every day. Here's what the inside looks like. Here's the back. And I bought this deck around the same time I got the Kim Krans decks, like in 2018, 2019, I think. Mid 2018 or mid 2019. The only thing that keeps me away from this deck is how big it is. Otherwise, you know, I love going on her app, and I unlocked like her 2 other decks she has. I have an honorary mention because the deck's right here, and I wanted to show how cool the Crystal Oracle deck is. But she also came out recently with she also came out with an astrological tarot and animal oracle, an astrological tarot, an astrological oracle, an astrological oh my goodness, and astrological oracle. It's because she has her big bum in my face. I can't think. An astrological oracle and an animal oracle. But here's the back. And kind of like thinking like this is kind of like a pip deck almost too. Like looking at like I think that's another reason. I love the artwork, but the Hermit. It's my birthday card since I was born in September. But I still like her artwork, and I was really drawn to this deck. And like I said, I use her app every day for my card readings, so you know, so I do enjoy this, but it just like, you know, it's like, look how big this these cards are if I was going to shuffle them, how big they are. The Queen of Wands came out. It's probably my favorite card too, Queen of Wands. But yeah, that's this deck. I had to tape some of them because how they just got kind of botched. But a little honorary mention is how cute this Crystal Oracle is. I love how she got this right when it came out. Look at the Desert Rose. It's blue. And then here's what it looks like in the back. And I love color therapy and stuff, so like I love working with you know, that's another reason why like I love these crystal decks, is like the color on the back is so fine. But like look at how, and then it's like that part is the only part that's glossy. Oh my goodness, now. The opal, I believe, or that's turquoise, sugarlight, red jasper. This is so pretty. This is just like another cool one, but I'll show that more. Or if anyone would like to see a flip through of this, this is a crystal grid oracle, is what she called it. And you can make a crystal grid out of the cards. That's why they're shaped like that. Just fun, and I've done that, and it's just fun for reading. Then this was the last, other than like my everyday deck, this is the commemorative deck that I received from Astral Collective. This is the last box, and this is Pamela Coleman Smith's signature. And then this is the little flower that's on the death card. Actually, there's two like extra art prints in here that are by her. This has like a more pastel-y vibe to it. There's like, see the flower on the death card flag. It's very cute. I was like really using this deck up, but I didn't want to like beat it up too much, because I was like thinking once I'm kind of done, I don't know, once I feel like I've used up the deck I'm about to show like you next, I like want to do a journal of write down each card meaning. I want to try to find the extra little two artwork pieces that are in here. It looks like a family scene, and then the other one looks like another lovers. Here it is. Like here's another lovers. Love to know like what your favorite deck is, and if you have any of these decks down below, share that. Let's see if I can find the other one. I know that they have like a gift set, commemorative gift set with more of her artwork, which I think is cool. Here's the other one. A family scene, kind of. Reminds me of that book. It's like the teddy bear. It was like a green little paperback children's book. And at the end, they're like sitting in a warm, cozy room. It's like Good Night. Was it Good Night Moon? I think is that the book I'm thinking of? The little teddy bear in it. Kind of like think of that when I see that card. But this was really cute, and especially to get it in October, like of that year. It's like 2021, I believe, is when I received this deck, and I thought that was like, you know, that was really fun. But yeah, that was, I really enjoyed that deck. And then I just have like, I ended up getting like, you know, this deck just off of Amazon, the Rider Waite, with just the blue and black back, and you know, they just the same thing, just minus the 2. So that deck has 80, where there's 78 cards in here. Here comes the sun, do 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 do. Here comes the sun, and I'll say it's alright. Do 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 do. We ended up getting like the same bag. I got this off of Amazon, and it came with the same bag, and I ended up coloring this one. Made me think of those velvety posters you could color when you're a kid. I remember getting like the Lisa Frank ones when I was coloring this. So I colored it golden blue. And this was like another little honorary mention. It's Species of the Thousands. This came in the Color Therapy box from GP. And like, I remember it was 2019, September 2019, so it was like my, you know, my birthday. I colored the sides with a blue glitter Sharpie. It looked cool, like, but then I wore these out so much that like the color, like, you know, came off. But I love how the back of the cards are all like unique, like that, and then it's kind of the same, how it like bled through the sides like that. And I have my own unique deck now. No one has anything like this in the world. So I love just like the key points, the Color Therapy vibes. You know, this is black artwork, and then they put a shade of color in the back. But you know, it's just like, I like the correlations of the keywords at the bottom. There's like, you know, inside. Did I show the back of this? This was and so I just like going to this deck and using it. And then I keep a pendulum for when I'm doing like spell working, and I'm like doing card, like using, but not shuffling. I like to use a pendulum. These are the two pendulums that I like to use. But yeah, so, you know, pick the card. Which card should I pick? And then it's their very beautiful, gorgeous clear quartz. Whoops. Double terminated clear quartz point. It's so unique. How beautiful it, with the Isis point on one side. But it's so healing how it feels. So I keep that all in here, my little pouch. I love the sound of quartz, I think. And then like when I pull, sometimes when if you've probably seen this, I'm working on my crystals, putting my crystals in here. But I have in here page 4 tarot, and this was the artwork that came with the Everyday Witch in the Roots box. And I love being able to just open this and reference it while I'm like just reading my cards and just you know, having it out like this and just feeling the magic. And then otherwise, then I have just a book recommendation. Let me just rewrap this. It's so crazy how many times I've gone like through and had to redo this book. I'm still working on it, like 2.5 years later. But it's been fun. It's this little bit of tarot book for beginners, or just, you know, if you're just kind of just trying to refresh yourself or see a different perspective, which is always a beautiful thing, to be able to interpret cards even, you know, better. This was broken down into the contents. To go through the whole deck, it's broken down in chapters beautifully. The first 12 major arcana, 22 cards, is chapter 1. Chapter 2 is the final 10 major cards. 3 is the meaning of the 4 suits and the aces in the tarot. Chapter 4 is the minor cards 2 to 5s. Chapter 5 is minor cards 6 to 10. 6, the court cards. 7 is tarot spreads for everyday occasions. 8 is finding your own style of tarot and reading. And then 9 is more complex spreads to develop your tarot skills. And then there's the index. But you know, this is a fun, you know, easy read. So like, I love these little bit of books. I have like a whole like cube full of their books, and they've been like giving these books in Witch's Roots box, which has been like a cool thing because I've been collecting these. But yeah, so that's my whole my whole collection. Whoops, and the sun card fell again. So yeah, and if like, I'd love to know what was your favorite. How cute is that? The Three of Cups came out, so just beautiful, happy times. I hope you enjoyed like spending time with me through my tarot collection. This was really fun, and just like, I thought it'd be a cool thing to do that was different, since I don't have really any subscription boxes to open or anything. I'm excited for all the June boxes though. And yeah, I'm excited to see kind of like that Page of Cups quarterly box, like what that's gonna turn into. But otherwise, yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Please stay well, stay safe, and much love and light. Bye guys.